Hi again guys, I'm back with another unboxing. Something a bit unusual this time. I've come across these batch puzzles and there's some unusual stuff in here, so I really wanted to give it a try. Some stuff that I don't think I've ever had the chance to buy before actually. So, pretty big boxes, there's quite a lot in here. There's some stuff that doesn't really interest me, but I kind of had to get them to get the other stuff, so some of this may be up for sale on eBay. There it is, you can see a pretty big box. Bubble wrap and about 3 packing peanuts. Oh, how am I going to do this? Let's see, there we go. Let's grab the, let's do the whole lot on the floor then. First thing out of the box. So, oh, that's smaller than I thought actually. I thought that was quite a bit bigger than that. Anyway, let's just get this zoomed in and so you can see what I've got. You can't see a thing at the moment. Then, so here's the first thing out of the box. It's called a symmetric. I actually, yeah, this seems a lot bigger in the pictures. I think there's something's falling off it. I think it just holds the case closed, which is a bit odd. So you can take it apart, and I've got a funny feeling, I don't know if I'm right about this or not, but I'm sure I've seen something like this on Oscar Van Dewenter's channel with these kind of boards with holes in them and like gears in between that link them all together. So basically you've got rows of 3 balls that are all linked together. You can see you turn one and all 3 of them turn. Obviously you've got to get it to the point where all of them are facing the same way again, so obviously you can scramble different ones at different times. Got to keep them aligned fairly well. What's not aligned? That one. And as you can see, you can then scramble just 2 of them. Although actually that one is still scrambled as well because it's rotated. That's quite interesting. That's actually rotated it. That's quite interesting then. So yeah, I think that'd be a very interesting little puzzle to solve. I don't think I've ever seen a video of this one before. Sorry about that. I needed to stop and sneeze. My allergies are playing up quite badly today. I suppose it's beginning of hay fever season in spring. But anyway, yeah, this is one of the ones I actually bought the batch for, because like I say, I've never ever seen one of these for sale anywhere, I don't think. I don't know if they are available generally. I don't even know how old they are. Let's have a look at the instructions, see if it's got a date it was made or anything. Can't see anything, so... Playing instructions, yeah, out of alignment it won't work. Yeah, I figured that out. Nothing really of note on the instructions other than what I've already said, I don't think so. Yeah, I think we're done with that one. So let's move on to the next thing in the box. Yeah, but I think that'll be fun, that one. I think that'll be an interesting thing to try and solve. So next we've got... I don't remember that being in the auctions. Oh well. So, pyramid rectangle game. Platypus 101 pyramid rectangle game. Well, these are in good condition. So I'm guessing these balls are kind of joined together. Indeed. You can either figure out how to fit them all into the box there like that, and I'm guessing, yeah, there's a different kind of challenges indeed. Okay, so there's various different versions and I've only got one of them, okay. That looks interesting then. So apparently you can make a pyramid out of them as well. I'm not very good with these kind of put together puzzle things, to be honest, but I suppose, you know, you can do things like this and the interlock kind of thing above them. Oh, and I can't even get it back in the box. So just over 2 pieces. Ah, there we go. So yeah, another interesting one. I think I'll have fun with that one. That looks interesting. Okay then, so next, I'm just grabbing these completely random. Ah yes, an original, genuine floppy cube, and I believe this is a super floppy cube. I don't know, but not the knockoff version. Is it by Mr. Okamoto? I can't remember. I think it is. Has that been opened before? I don't want to open it if it hasn't. It's not sealed in any way, so I assume it's been opened. Now, obviously, I realise that this isn't exactly difficult to solve. Let's see, I think it feels like it's just a normal. I'm not convinced that's ever been turned before, actually. But I'm not sure that that's a. No, it's not. It's not a super floppy cube. It's just a standard one. Yeah, that's the original kind of genuine brand floppy cube. All the ones you can buy these days are knockoffs. Not that that's necessarily such a bad thing, because you can't actually get hold of these anymore. So yeah, that's quite cool. And the box is in very good shape as well. That's a very nice condition, that one. So I want to kind of be careful with that. I don't want to damage the box. I don't know how that went in. Must have been like that. Well, this is exciting for you to watch, isn't it? Yeah, let's leave that for a minute. I'll come back to that. Alright then, so the next thing. Rubik's slide. I've had one of these before, to be honest, didn't really interest me a great deal. Don't know if the batteries are working. Oh, they are. Took me a while to wrap my head around what I was meant to do the first time. I had to actually look up instructions online. And I can't remember how to start it now. There we go. Then you kind of move stuff around and you have to... I can't remember what the aim is now. Is it to get the 4 corners? Or... I can't remember. But yeah, it's a challenging puzzle, but I don't know, it just didn't really kind of get my creative puzzling juices flowing, that one, unfortunately. Alright, so next is, okay, brain twist. It's completely solved. It is. I've had these before. Well, they've been sold on the outside, but not on the inside, sort of thing. Because it's actually quite easy to solve on the outside and still have the inside unsolved. Interesting little puzzle. Not too tricky to solve. Obviously, you can see you've got this strange kind of flip manoeuvre, which kind of turns it inside out, and then you can rotate the tips to scramble and solve it. And actually, you can see there, you can got the outside solved, but the inside isn't. Now, obviously, it's simply a matter of turning that at the moment, but that's actually entirely possible to reach those situations where it's not solved like that. So yeah, don't know whether I'll keep that one or not at the moment, to be honest. It was quite a fun, interesting one, but I have solved it numerous times before. Crappy Rubik's 360, completely kind of pointless puzzle. Doesn't interest me. just came along with it. Next is, I haven't got the slightest idea what this is. I don't even know what it does. The person couldn't remember the name on the on the sale for it. I think, oh yeah, I think you've got to indeed remove the rods, and as soon as you start removing one, then all the others will fall out, and then you're going to put it all back together. So it's a takes part put back together puzzle. Not really my kind of thing, but it looks like an interesting little one, as these things go. And next, Rubik's shells. Now apparently it said one of the buttons that for the difficulty has been pressed, and I thought, well, why on earth do we need to know that? I can't see any buttons at all, unless that's it there. Oh, I see, yeah. There's one there that would have been pressed in the red one. You can't unpress it, which is a very strange design idea. If you ask me, once you've pressed it, you can't return it back. But apparently that makes it harder. I don't exactly know why. I'm not even entirely sure how you... Ah, there we go. Just turn the whole wheel. I don't know what makes it harder about that, having that button pressed. Yeah, I think that's a reasonably valuable puzzle. I don't think there's many of those around. So I suppose, yeah, the two kind of wheels interact. So you can see that green one there that just came around with the blue board is actually in this wheel now. So how's that red one? So if I put that there, I can... Oh no, these blue and white ones will come out. I was just about to say I could probably put that red one back in, but no. Okay, so that's quite interesting there. I have no idea how difficult that is. Never really I've seen it, never played with it before. So yeah, that's quite cool. I'll play with that one later. And next, not a puzzle at all. Rubik's Revo. It's just a game, electronic game, really.
Press L to play light speed. Press L to play rapid recharge. Try again.
Yeah, bunch of little electronic games. They're kind of like reflex things or memory ones more than anything else, rather than puzzles. Not really one I wanted, just came along. So next is one we all know and love, 3x3x4 in a Japanese colour scheme. I think. Yeah, Cube for you 3x3x4, nothing to kind of write home about. I'm sure we've all seen them before. Fun puzzle. I've sold it many times. It was for a long time my favourite twisty puzzle, but since I now sell them in my store, it's not something I exactly desperately needed to buy. I've got a whole load of them anyway. Oh, there's more packing peanuts down there, so it wasn't just two. That's alright then. Oh, can't get anything out to the bubble wrap. No, that's kind of yellowed a bit, but yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one of these for sale before. I could be wrong about that. It's Meffert's, I can't remember the name of it. It's Super Ball or something, I can't remember. But basically it's a Scube, Scube ball. So you've got, let's see, okay, yeah, so two of the centres are irrelevant to their orientation. The corners, oh god, you've got identical corners, so there's going to be lots of kind of parity possibilities on this. There's a... I've shown the Lion King Scube board on my channel before. They're actually surprisingly difficult to solve, not just Lion King, all Disney, different Disney ones actually, because of the blank ones and the identical ones, it makes it very difficult to figure out what needs to go where. Because, for example, if I started solving and I got all these corners around this centre and I put the wrong yellow corner there, the rest of the corners up here would be completely unsolvable. So it's quite challenging to figure these things out. So yeah, I like that, having that one. That's a nice one to have in the collection. And another one that I thought was going to be much bigger than it was. So this is again, I've got a feeling this is by Oscar van Deventer. I could be wrong about that, but I think it's called Planets or something like that. But yeah, you can only rotate them. Is it when you get these divots in the right place? Like, okay, I can turn this one now, which I couldn't. I can only, if it's really odd, you can turn it in that direction only, sort of thing. It won't actually rotate in any other right direction, which is quite strange. Now that one won't rotate at all. Neither will that one. So I've got to find a way of releasing the others. So like that maybe. There we go. Oh, briefly. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, interesting one. I'll have a good play with that one. But I just don't know how to turn it right now. There's nothing down there. Oh, there's that one. There we go. Then it only goes so far and then stops. Okay. Have I scrambled it? No. Okay, so that's interesting. So obviously the idea is to get all four faces with one colour on them. So yeah, that should be fun. Next is the dreaded Super Square one. Fun puzzle, bad quality. Tends to be very difficult to actually manipulate to solve. Actually, I was about to say this one seems to be turning okay. The ones I've had in the past, the centre section which allows these turns, only if it's aligned with obviously that line, aligning with that cut, has been very difficult to get aligned there. There we go. I can't turn it to the other position, is quite difficult. Which is a shame. If it weren't for that, they'd actually be a very fun puzzle, but they tend to be a little bit frustrating to play with in my experience. So really it's a square, I didn't really say much about it, really it's a square one but 4 layers of it. So it's yeah, if you like your square one it's fun. And a massive East Sheen 2x2. Tiny little mini 2x2 that's just fallen to pieces. Just make sure I've got all the pieces together to assemble that again. Bear with me a second, guys. I need to put these to one side where I don't lose everything. Yeah, I'll get that assembled later. It shouldn't be too difficult, hopefully. Something ball shaped. Ah, master ball. I've never actually had one of these. One of the few mass-produced puzzles that I've never owned. They were available. I never got around to buying one while they were available. I'm not really sure how it operates. Surely that must rotate lengthwise at some point. Apparently not. Must do, surely. Otherwise you can't do anything. Got to go that way. Is it just really, really difficult to get aligned and turn? That's strange. One would have thought it absolutely had to rotate in that direction now, but it just simply won't do anything. Very odd. I wonder if it's broken. I can't imagine otherwise. what would be the point of it? Oh, there we go. Was it really that I had to get the red pieces aligned? That can't have been true, surely. So it is good. I don't know why I was struggling so much with it, but yeah, it is. Is it only the axis that goes? Maybe it is. No. So I don't know why I was having so much trouble. I don't know how difficult this is. How many pieces have we got around? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, trying to think what it might equate to. Not sure. Yeah, we'll have a. Hopefully, I'll play with that and solve that later. That was fun. Next one. Yeah, this is an interesting one. The black hole. Quite valuable these days, I think, because they haven't been available for quite some time and they're quite rare. So, Peter's black. It should say hole somewhere. I'm not even sure what the solid state is. Is it a colour on each face all the way around? I'm really not sure. I might have to look that up. There you go, so Peter's black hole. But yeah, the reason it's called black hole is because there's a hole, a cube missing, which allows you to move the thing around. So it's obviously a sliding puzzle. Is that a legal move? I don't know. You can even do it just by tilting it, probably. Yeah. Well, since it's already scrambled, it doesn't matter. So yeah, it's one I've been interested in having a go with for quite a number of years if I'd ever got a chance to get my hands on one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a go with that one. Next is another ball shape. K-ball. Not too difficult. It's really a 2x2 in a ball shape with these braille markings on it. So if you were a braille reader, you could solve it without having to use sight. But yeah, I've done those before. Nothing too much to say about that one. Next is okay. Oh, I think that's the stand for the Rubik's 360, isn't it? That's fine. Next is this. I have no idea. I've got a feeling this was called a symmetric something as well. I have no idea what it's meant to do or how it operates. Oh, actually, that's got a white on there, so obviously that's not solved. But oh, okay, that's quite interesting. The end doesn't. Oh, it does. I was going to say I didn't think the end was rotating. Again, I have no idea what the solid state is. Presume it's one colour on each face. Where'd that white one go? There was definitely a white one on that a minute ago. That's quite. It won't go that way. It will. Just obviously wasn't holding it quite right. There you are. I knew there was a white one on there. So I reckon everything quite well aligned. The white one. Oh, that's another white one's appeared on there. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, that's an interesting one. Don't think I've ever seen that one before. Here's one I never got around to getting before. Platypus. Let's see, that must be solid state. Yeah. Those arrows are the same colours, so we've got these turns here, and presumably the tips turn. Yeah, there we go. They're not very nice to turn. Oh, okay, so you got the J's around there and the Q's around there, and then you're going to get the clubs on the right faces and those arrows in the right position. So there's quite a few things that kind of need to be in the correct solve position. If that makes sense, there's 3 different kind of solved. No, that's not what I'm trying to say at all. 3 different types of solved pieces, if that makes sense. So you've got these centres, which are obviously quite trivial, they just rotate around. And these pieces need to be around the correct tip and on the correct face. So that kind of reminds me of what am I thinking of? The Volcano, where you've got the tips that come back again, sort of thing. A bit sort of like Gen 80s as well, actually, sort of thing. But yeah, so that should be a fun one. It's one I wanted all the time I was collecting before, never got around to getting. Next is a Rainbow Cube. It's actually just a Dino Cube shape mod. Very easy to solve. Great one for starting out on, actually. And this is a nice one with black plastic and nice stickers on it, which is a lot better quality than the one I had before I sold my collection, which is nice. Yeah, that works well. It's not a difficult puzzle to solve, but it's fun nonetheless, especially for less experienced puzzlers. Oh, and that's all scrambled. A genuine Methods brand Mastermorphics 3x3 shape mod. As you can see, it shapeshifts. It's got the German vinyl stickers on it as well, which is oops, now on the floor. Yeah, it's a fun shape mod, this, actually. I've always really liked this. It's a challenging shape mod. Lots of parity possibilities because of multiple identical shapes. And yeah, it's a fun one. Not one I've struggled with these days, because I've sold it many times before, though. Rubik's Rings, still unopened in its package. I don't know if they still make this or not, and whether it's actually the slightest bit rare or anything. It's a lot like Hungarian rings, just with a 3D aspect. It may well even be functionally identical to Hungarian rings. We've got this section in the middle where things will mix up, but I'm not really going to open that, I don't think. The Hungarian rings, I'll be honest, I could never actually solve. I had it in my collection and couldn't do anything with it. There's still more yet. Get it out of the box. There we go. An empty box. This is what should have been in it. A Methods Pyrostar. So, that's not Pyrostar, is it? It's a Pyromorphics. I don't know why I said Pyrostar. Actually I do, because it says Pyrostar there. But yeah, genuine Methods brand Mastermorphics. Pyromorphics, sorry. Not Mastermorphics was the last one out. Sticker coming off a bit there, it's gluing down. But really it's just a 2x2 shape mod again, but again it's quite an interesting one because first of all you can turn it into a rocket, and any puzzle you can turn into a rocket is always cool. But yeah, because you've got like no specific orientation markers on these pieces, you get kind of parity type situations. It's not difficult to solve or anything, but it's a good introduction to that kind of thing if you've never come across false equivocation type situations on puzzles. It's a good one to start out with in that kind of learning how to solve that kind of thing. Alright, so next is a wooden maze with ball bearings. I can't even see where you're meant to get them to. Unless it's just the centre circle, the centre ring. Yeah, these things are always quite fun, but obviously nothing spectacularly innovative or anything like that. Oh, sorry about that, blocking the camera. I don't remember that being in the auction either, a puzzle box. That was quite interesting because I haven't got the foggiest notion how to open these things. Never had one. I think there's, you can see there's like a section there that's it's actually not quite aligned with the other stuff, it looks different. I suppose you've got to slide something, but I have no idea what. Oh, there we go. So I can slide that there slightly, so presumably then I can do something else somewhere else. Do the same on that end. You see, I've slid that out a little bit. Can't see what else I can move. That's quite interesting actually. I might have a good play with that one. I don't remember that one being in the sale, but oh well, I'm not complaining. Next we have, okay, circle puzzle, puzzle. Okay, no numbers on it, that's surprising. Normally these have numbers around them and there's no specific soul state then on that one, so other than having the same close next to each other, so that's going to be a relatively easy puzzle, but it's good. These, I like that it's coming in the packaging and it's got instructions. That's unusual. So yeah, again, nothing hugely innovative. I'm sure you've seen puzzles before. Or circle puzzle, as it says on there. Next, this monstrosity. I've always kind of wanted to go on this thing. Gordian's knot looks cheap and cheerful, but apparently extremely difficult to solve. It's a bird puzzle. Take it apart, put it back together again. See the orange piece is the starter, but can't see anything that moves after that. So maybe I need to just do kind of one step or something. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the red one moved now. Yeah, I'm not going to go too far with that, but I will have a play with that one later. As I said, the difficulty is apparently quite high with this one. Need to rearrange the puzzles are all falling over. Can't put them through the piles. I want to come wrapped in bubble wrap. There's only one is. Oh no, this is the 3D noughts and crosses. That's why it was wrapped so all the pieces didn't fall off. So it's just a wooden thing. Boards and crosses, you know, 3 in a row, but you can do it in any of the 3D directions. That's always a fun game to play with friends. Okay, we're getting towards the end now. And this, I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. Okay, so it's actually rotating like a Rubik cube. Is that all it does? You see if I press that, basically the top layer rotates around. And it'll come back to solder. Press it 4 times. Same with that middle layer. Okay, so it shouldn't be too hard to solve like that. Obviously I know how to solve a 3x3 cube, but is that all it does? I'm not sure. Seems to have too many buttons. But obviously I can rotate. You could have just all these buttons on one face really and it'd still work, wouldn't it? It seems a bit kind of over the top to put them all on every face, but yeah, that's all it is. It's interesting, but it's not something that's going to be too challenging. But you've got arrow. What does this button do? Don't know. Okay, I'll have a look, see if I can find something, information about online about that one. Anything else? Oh yeah, we've still got more. Challenging testing puzzles. So this is like just a domino kind of puzzle, isn't it? Not really something that interests me, to be honest. You can see that basically it's you've got to match all the colours up. Like a packing puzzle kind of thing. But you see, the problem I have with this kind of thing is it's really more trial and error to solve them rather than logic working it out sort of thing, which you tend to find, and that's not really my idea of puzzling fun. I don't want trial and error. I want to work out how it needs to happen. Still more in that. And get the ball wheels out the way, wrap out the way. Oh, okay, so I've got some instruction booklets here for some of the stuff, so that's quite cool. So you've got the Gordian knot instruction booklet. So you've got, oh, it's actually got their solution, so if I get stuck on it, that's interesting. You've got the brain twist leaflet, we've got a Scoob guidebook. Wisdom ball, which I've just seen in there, which will come out next. Amazing log puzzle. So that's got the instructions for that white thing. I've got the Platypus instructions. We've got rainbow cube instructions. And that electronic one I just took out. E-cube user instructions. That's alright then. And Rubik's slide instructions. So that's very cool. You don't often get these instruction books for these puzzles. People throw them away before they sell them, so that's quite nice. And since I just mentioned the Wisdom Ball, here it is. It's the original version rather than the new version that's just come out recently. You might have seen an unboxing of one of mine recently, so that's quite nice to have. Not too difficult to solve. Basically these, well, these circles rotate, and this sliding puzzle, these you can push the numbers around. A little trickier than I originally thought, because it never occurred to me that the numbers could go in upside down, but they can, so you have to make sure the numbers are oriented correctly. Other than that, it's not too challenging, but a fun puzzle nonetheless. Oh, another instruction book. Oh, Rubik's shells, okay. That's nice. And Permanence Crystal Tiled Methods, Genuine Methods version. Generally you only see the knockoff versions these days. I don't think Methods have made this one for quite a time. Excellent fun puzzle, this one. I always really enjoyed solving this one. I don't know why especially, but I always really found this one a fun solve. Yeah. Nice one to have. And I found a feeling that is it. It is indeed. We've always got this packing left in there. Yep, so that's the lot. So yeah, quite a batch of puzzles there, guys, as you can see. Some I'm going to have lots of fun with. So yeah, it's been a long video this time around, hasn't it? Hopefully it's a nice video for a change compared to my recent ones that have, I must admit, I know I've annoyed people a little bit with the store, and I do apologise about that. But obviously I wanted to advertise my new store. There will be more unboxings and tutorials and things in the pipeline in the near future, so please stay tuned for those. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you next time. Take care now.